Hello, everybody. Welcome to Resident Evil Challenge Watchalong number 7, which we're actually doing on a Friday. Which the first time we've done this has normally been every Thursday. We've had to mix up a little bit. Had some problems with some internet yesterday, but that all seems to be fine now. So we're all up and running to go through the Resident Evil Challenge Watchalong. We've had a good couple of weeks. We've gone through the first 3 seasons of the challenges. So 3 seasons. That was the first 3 years of Resident Evil Challenge folklore as Jack/Creamy Elephant, as we're coming to later, we'll always say. So that's the first couple of years that we had. But then there was actually 3 years where me and Nathan didn't do a challenge together. And today we're about to begin down that road where there's a couple of bonus challenges that I attempted with some friends during those years. So today we'll be watching 2 of those. But before we get into all of that, any of you guys who are part of our Discord server will see that earlier today I mentioned that finally, the Resident Evil Challenger mugs arrived, and here's how they're looking. So, really annoyingly, the mugs all arrived, and they are all like this. They're all broken or damaged or scuffed in some way. So, unfortunately, we're having to get those remade. And then a few hours after that, the Challenger DVDs arrived, and I was like, "Oh, amazing! The box set." So this is the box set. But unfortunately, with those as well, this company, honestly, I'm so disappointed. If you see here, like around here, all of them have some defects on in the printing and around this area here. So, as every single box set is like this. So I've been speaking with all of our moderator team about what to do, and I think we're going to wait just a little bit longer because I'm not happy with these. I don't think they're right to send out to you guys. So I'm going to try and find a new place to send out some new discs. As I said, the boxes all look great, like perfect. Really, really happy with those. But yeah, the discs all have some defects on them, and it's not just like a little typo or anything. I think, yeah, they just don't. Just a bit disappointed, unfortunately. And I think because these are such collector's items, I want to get it right. So I'm sorry that there's a delay. Trust me, like I'm furious of what happened with the internet yesterday, the mugs and the discs. It's been a really stressful couple of days. But hey, I'm going to use this now as a beer coaster. Works out perfectly. I hope you two will also join me over beer as well, or a drink of your choice. Forget about that. We'll sort out the discs and everything tomorrow. We've got the new mugs which are coming. We've got those officially made, and they've got the black handles and the black insides. They look even better than we had made. So very excited about those. But yeah, let's just forget about all of that and let's just dive into some Resident Evil Challenge goodness. So as I said, this is around the time when me and Nathan didn't do a couple of challenges. So the first one I'll be showing today is a challenge which I did with Jack, also known as Creamy Elephant. And yeah, so this is a challenge that we did. We had the Resident Evil Challenge anniversary. It was like our 3rd year anniversary, and Jack came around to my house. It's the first time we met, and he was just about to move out to America. And we'd had a couple of beers whilst we were watching all of the old challenge videos. And then it got to about 1:30 in the morning, and we're like, you know what? Why don't we try our own Resident Evil challenge? And so we tried to do a Resident Evil 3 challenge. And so we made a little 30-minute video about that. But before we go on to that, I just want to show you, I just want to read out this little account which Jack actually wrote before he came to my house. As I said, we hadn't actually met before we did this stream and we did this challenge, but he actually, there's a little bit of a Rain Man kind of journal entry that he put down here, but I just wanted to read it out to you. So this is what Jack actually wrote before he came to my house. So well, actually he came to my house and then also whilst he was there. It says it's around 1:30 p.m. and I'm speaking to Bobby on MSN. Bobby Swift, you might know in the chat, you'll see him there, Bobby McKenna. He knew I was the guest and as always was trying to piece together the ins and outs of Hideo Kojima's mind when he said, "When are you going to Nougie's?" I told him in about 1 hour's time, thinking the train left at 3 p.m., when in fact it left at 2 p.m. So at this time it was 1:45 p.m., and I'm shitting myself thinking I won't get there in time. So I rushed off Skype, got my things, and rushed to the station. As usual, only one ticket desk was open, and the people in front were arguing about some refund or something. I look on the board and then to the tracks and see the train coming in. I'm sweating, so I get to the desk and I get a one-way ticket to Hayward Heath. I was instructed briefly about the station I would have to change to and get on. And I run up to the stairs over to the train. and get in the train moments before it starts moving was in for the journey. As I said, this is a Rain Man like journal entry. Went into so much detail. I'll try and skip through this because it is actually 2 pages long. Uh, Anyways, so I get the text from Nougie saying he's finished work and to meet him in Sainsbury's, a supermarket in the UK. And of course, I don't know where this is, and he didn't really describe where it is. So I walk under this bridge, ask some guy, and he said, behind you. I turn around and there is this fuck off warehouse supermarket called Sainsbury's. Very embarrassing. It was right behind you the whole time, Jack. So I go in, get a Father's Day card, and wait outside to meet the man himself. I'm sitting on the bench and there's a tap on my shoulder. So as I said, this is just before me and Jack had met. We've been, on the Resident Evil Challenger message boards for about 3 years. So this was just before the actual moment we met. I look around and there he is, shorter than I thought, a lot younger looking than on the videos for some reason. But I greet him with the traditional Arnie, Nougie, you son of a bitch. I hope I did the accent justice there. And after a few minutes of letting each other sink in that we finally met after about 2 years and we do some shopping. As I said, before every challenge, there always has to be some shopping in some form. He picks up some pussy ass Smarties cake that could be gobbled in like one mouthful. I'm like, I pick up the cake that's about 5 times bigger. And he didn't believe me when I actually said to try and buy it. After I convinced him I was serious, he laughed and offered to pay for it, and he decided to buy the booze. I hope you're enjoying this. This is quite an interesting insight to someone about to meet me for the first time. We're nearly through. So I get into this car, and the first thing I ask is, "Are you a really safe driver?" After hearing previous horror stories, as I tighten my seatbelt. By the way, I have no idea what these horror stories are. By the way, I consider myself to be a pretty safe driver. So I tighten my seatbelt to such an extent that I can barely breathe. After about 10 minutes of driving, we arrive. I open up the car door and breathe in the country air. Horseshite, cow dung, and God only knows what else. We get in and I say hello to his mother and brothers, and we go upstairs and I enter the challenge room. It's surreal seeing it with your own eyes, then watching on a TV. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things I didn't really think about. Having watched the videos and then going into the room, yeah, it must have been quite a strange experience. Throughout the night, I would see a poster on a challenge video, then look and see it was in the room, sure enough. So we fiddle with the camera and decide to play Guitar Hero for a bit, as you guys saw in the Challenge 4 season 3 last week. Of course, I win. I don't think Jack won that. We start the stream, and the rest is history. In the early hours, we had a problem with cam streams, classic, and I couldn't get it to recover. So I'm sorry, there was no big ending. Well, the same problem with cam streams. Whilst we were doing that live stream, we did have quite a few drinks, so I think that was probably it. After the stream went off, we played some more Guitar Hero and some crazy PlayStation games that were just a bit weird. After the stream, I started drinking quite a bit, and I think Nougie kept laughing at my weird looks, so I gave the game. So after we put a Family Guy DVD on and watched it, he fell asleep in about 5 minutes, and I carried on drinking. I managed to turn all the stuff off before crashing out, waking up to a loud ass motherfucking radio with Coldplay and Foo Fighters playing. We got up, had breakfast, set off our owls, and said how we need to do a challenge before I move. But yeah, that was awesome. Thanks to everyone who could make it. Hopefully, we can fit one more stream in before we move. So, yeah, you guys must know Jack, Creamy Elephant from the Discord. He's been around, the guy that's done, well, he's made this DVD box, done all of the artwork, the discs. I don't blame this on you. Yeah, he's been there for years, and we managed to meet just before he went to America. It was really, really cool. I'm so glad that we actually did do this mini challenge, despite how pissed we were. It was quite cool because we haven't met each other since, so Jack still would text us now. So, yeah, anyways, I've been waffling on. This has been the longest intro anyway, but I just thought I'd give you an insight into that little journal entry that he sent me over. So yeah, without any further ado, here is our Resident Evil 3 challenge.
Resident Evil Challenger.
So yeah, 2008. So yeah, this was about this was 6 months after the previous challenge that we just saw.
You thought it was over, but the games
have just begun.
kinda. Yeah. Nougie and Jack. This is kind of weird.
This is
pretty much
1:30 in the
1:30
morning, by the way.
in the morning in the UK. As you can tell, we've got Resident Evil 3 on. So Nougie, Jack, Resident Evil. What do you think the three?
These crap discs really do make great beer coasters, by the way. If
beers.
anyone wants a beer coaster, just let me know, because I've got a lot of
kind
discs.
of half-assed.
We have nothing to do now.
Yeah, what we decided to do, you know, because Jack's moving away to America. In a few
I'm sorry,
weeks'
I've just realised I've missed a super chat. So we got a super chat from Zemnus. $2. Yay, got my pizza. Resident Evil Challenger and Resident Evil 0. Good to go. Nice. Hope you enjoy this Friday. It's a good start to the weekend. And we also got a super chat from Creamy Elephant. Much love to everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much, dudes. Hope you enjoyed this little stroll down memory lane from 12 years ago.
Handgun only. And that implies the Desert Eagle.
And also, yeah,
well.
got to say, if you're enjoying the stream or you want to send a message, you want to get it read out or anything, send a super chat. I'll make sure I get it read. We are also about £150 away from 3K now, so we're very, very close to hitting that mark. So yeah, hopefully we can push it there today, guys. Hit that 3K mark, and then we'll be able to do the brand new episode of the Dare Show. Very exciting time.
Really bad one. Well, guess there's only one way to find out. And Jack, if you could do the honours for your first and last time.
3, 2, 1, and it started.
Oh, got no time to lose. Jack's starting basically every 10 minutes on the timer. We'll swap over. So, hard mode. Let's get this going. Right. We are 9
Sorry, I just realised
minutes
all of these
and 30 seconds
messages
in.
about
Jack,
the
so I just
audio
had
clipping.
First encounter
Is
with
it sounding
Nemesis,
better now? I
which has
don't
been
realise my levels
successful.
were way higher at the
We're
start of
going
that.
to be
Sorry.
swapping over in 20 seconds. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, but it's been a bit tricky. But anyways, I got 10 seconds till I start playing, so catch up with you soon. Right, 22.5 minutes through. Jack's playing and just met Nemesis. That one's a bit.
Yeah, let me know how the
yards to
audio
try and
levels
dodge.
are sounding, guys. Hopefully it's
Let's
sounding a
hope
bit better now.
We can survive. No, keep going. Go, 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 go. We ain't got time to lose in this one.
Just got a super chat from Renix. Hey Nooge, thanks for doing these streams, such a good cause, great sense of nostalgia,
Yes.
and has also motivated me to go back and platinum RE2 Remake. Dude, thank you very much. Good luck with your platinum. I know getting it for Resident Evil 2 Remake takes quite a while. There's quite a few difficult challenges to do there, so best luck, my mate. Thank you very much for that super chat. And we just got one from Grizzo. £50. Bloody hell, mate. That's very, very generous of you, man. Pushing yourself up even further on our top donations list. So thank you for that. £50 done. Now give me that Dare Show. You pushed us up. We're now just £100 away from getting up to 3K. Come on, guys. We could do it today. Thank you very much, Grizzo. Love you so much, my brother.
Real problems apart from that one encounter with Nemesis that I had, but
oh, so audio sounds better, but not quite there. Let's drop it down a bit more. Hopefully that's a bit better.
Okay, this is
also, did you notice how Jack says updates shortly, not updates later? There's the difference.
On challenge 2 of season 2, just see if he can do it again.
Put in your bets now. Considering that, oh, fuck.
It's always quite a tight bit to do.
This is exactly what happened then as well. Why is she not aiming on it? Oh, dumb bitch. No.
Oh, sorry, Mike's crackling still a bit.
Just run, just run.
Hang on, let me adjust it.
Savage.
How's the audio sounding now?
No, Nooge sucks. Old Nooge. Old Nougie.
If it's still sounding weird, I can
Wait, I just
swap
wanna see
my
how far I
microphone
can
pack
get
out.
this next one. Damn, I can't believe how bad that was. That's really rubbish. Come on. Oh, fuck. I think auto aim's not turned on. No, that would be why.
I have no idea why auto aim would have turned itself off.
A workman always blames his tools.
Oh,
This is shocking.
so fucking close. Jeez, man, this is not good.
It's turned out to be a bit of a nightmare, this one.
So I think this is
More
pretty
of
much
it,
just a
John.
Resident Evil 3
Whoa,
challenge with the stipulations
timing.
being it was handgun only
Yeah, we
and also
spent like
8 beers
whole
only.
30 seconds trying to do that puzzle. We're now 4
Just got another super chat, man. We
nearly halfway.
are rolling through these.
But,
Just got another super chat
we're
from
almost done.
Foxhound.
We've just got the
$10.
fuse.
Now show us your feet.
We're pretty much
Well,
on
I've
our
got to
way
give
to
the audience what they
clock tower
say.
now, so,
Here are my feet.
everything else
There
goes
you go.
alright.
Hope you enjoyed
make
that.
Okay, skip. And use the emergency exit.
Okay, my audio. Let me swap out these microphone packs. One sec.
Skip. Every second counts. This is going to be a tight one. And I wasn't talking about the game. Oh. I've already used that before, haven't I? Yeah. I shall leave. This is getting risky. Just after that, going out of the power plant, we got quite munched by some zombies. So on orange caution, we've not used any first aid sprays yet, but we've got no herbs left. We're about to swap over in 30 seconds. So all the pressure's getting on, but we're going to save for the second time. Just because if we die, then we are bollocks for the whole thing. So, fingers crossed.
Okay, we're just heading our way to the train with all the necessary components, only we might have a bit of trouble with Nemesis right here. We did get hit by him, but we had to use a first aid spray, so
Yeah.
we couldn't quite do that. That was just more of a bonus stipulation, but oh well.
54 minutes, 1 hour 6.
Yeah, time's pressing on a little bit. Should be fine though. More updates soon.
Right, well, we have just gone past halfway through, and we're in the clock tower.
Sure. Straightforward, isn't it?
Yep, through that.
Okay, I'm back. Change my
Actually,
microphone
go
pack.
through the grey door.
Let me know if that sounds better. Bloody hell!
Right, so whilst you're outside,
Can't keep
collecting
up with
the
these
herbs and
super
dodging the
chats. Sorry about
criminals,
those audio
I'm
issues,
going to
guys.
interview
Hopefully
Jack
that's
Claxton halfway
sorted
through.
now.
How have you
Right,
found
so
it so far?
Chris the Batman, $20. Finally beat Resident Evil 0 on hard mode. Well done, mate. Hard mode 0 is an absolute biatch. So well done for that. Can't thank you enough for all of your tips and advice. They really helped me out. Thank you, Noosh. Mate, you're
what are
more
you
than welcome.
dreading?
Chris the Batman, one of
Within
our
the
top
next hour?
donators. You've been there through pretty much every stream helping us out. So you don't need to thank me. Thank you for being there. And I'm glad that my tips helped you out on 0. If you need any more tips, give Nathan a shout, the absolute master at 0. And we've also been giving Izzy some tips with 0 at the moment recently as well. So yeah, Chris the Batman, once again, thank you very much for that. Got one from Wolfie, 13 Senior. £10 for the deaths from Resident Evil 0 last time. Thank you very much for that, dude. I also chucked in £10 for those 9 restarts that I ended up doing. But still, only one death. Really happy with that. Bit gutted that it was that one death, but still happy that it was only one of them.
Right.
$9.99 from Ryan Keys. Never know what to write here. Just want to continue donating to help. Ryan, once again, a proper old schooler. Thank you so much for all of your support over the years. So much appreciated on that. Love you, dude. And Taj, I hope it's back. This all of the time I was trying to do this pack. Tajo, $10. Do a shot for every death during the next stream. Well, if that was true, then I definitely struggle doing that. Drinking and gaming, as we can definitely declare in this this stream that me and Jack did, doesn't really go hand in hand, especially in my case. Maybe one time, maybe we'll do a drinking stipulation stream. £10 from Bobby McKenna. Bring back Jack's proper English accent. This is how Jack sounded when I first started speaking to him.
Oh.
Yeah, man, we started getting those weird
That was
American
me.
twangs every now and
No,
then.
that
I
wasn't
noticed
my
that when we
favourite
had our
moment.
our chat the other day. Bring
yeah,
it back.
we're 1 hour 12.
Support
I'm
the
gonna have to
British
get on.
Resident Evil challenges.
Just say
$20
Same
from
thing with
Jim
us.
Newman. Let's
2
do
minutes
this.
at the
Dare
moment.
show.
Yeah, it's not too
2020,
late, so-
baby. Jim Newman, another one
And
of our
I'll try
top
and think of my favourite
donators.
moment for
Thank you
when we
very,
come back.
thank you very much for
Okay,
all of
this is the
those.
second attempt, taking
I mean, at the
2
rate we're
minutes after the
going,
second.
I mean, I have
Well,
no
first
doubt.
one.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
we're on
30
140
seconds.
now, so we're pretty much
Hopefully it's a
there,
bit better
and
this
we're only 20 minutes into this stream, which is insane. So you guys, you absolutely generous guys, thank you very much for that. That is insane. Yeah, better start thinking up some dares to do.
Actually, we should do a bit better because that set my health up.
Sounds like we are still getting some audio issues. Okay, bear with me 1 second.
But yeah, my favourite moment, still. Whoa! That's my favourite moment. You've just seen it live. That was my official favourite moment.
That's dodge. Come on.
Remember, this is hard mode, handgun only.
Okay.
Using the eagle gun at the moment that we
Does this help
literally
at
just
all?
got, so. Yes.
One fucking healing item.
How's that sound?
Well good.
That should be better levels now.
Ah,
Favourite moment so
genius.
far?
Yes.
Good.
Fuck. I feel so good.
Okay,
We've
with all,
definitely got to save when we play as Carlos.
with all that happiness though, do you still think honestly that we'll be able to finish it?
Yeah, I think we can. We got 46 minutes.
We've made about one mess up so far. So.
Yeah, and you saw the mess up live. As long as the hunters thing goes alright, I reckon we can make this.
Okay.
Straight back out, because this is going to be tough. Come on.
Oh, you fuck.
Come on.
I'd be intrigued to know what
keep
Jack's memories of this challenge
Keep
are.
going.
Yeah, 12 years ago. I
they
mean,
were gonna
I
go for a
barely
headshot there.
remember
That was
doing
very
this. I mean, obviously, I know it happened and stuff, but my memories
There might
of
be
this
hunters
experience are so hazy. Just got a £5 super chat
Health,
from
health.
Josh Gilman.
Just use it anyway,
Thank you very much,
'cause it
dude.
stops them from getting anyone.
No
Shot
message, but I really appreciate that super chat.
See if you can get them left.
£5
If not, you're going to have to kill them.
away from
You're gonna have to kill
3k.
them, man.
Who's going to do it?
Just kill them.
Bloody hell.
Looks like you got a lucky angle.
Oh, man, I hate those hunters, this bit.
And yeah, just keep aiming down. Reload in a sec. Oh, that's one.
Normally, whenever I play Resident Evil
Oh,
3
lucky
now,
girl.
I
Yeah.
go upstairs first. I
That's
think it
tense.
is.
No,
So when you
wait,
do
wait,
that,
wait,
then
wait,
you
wait,
don't
second
have
first
the hunters downstairs.
Ooh,
But I guess we weren't really considering that
Yeah,
logic when we were
nearly
doing
there.
this. So as I say, we were doing an anniversary stream before this, and I think
Yes,
we've
kill 'em all.
watched,
Or just
don't know
barge
how
through.
many challenges, but we've been watching quite a lot. Must have watched at least done a
Actually,
4-hour
no,
stream
you
like
might as well
this,
just barge
Watchalong,
through them.
where we're just watching back over the
Onion
memories,
barging.
and we've just been drinking and eating giant cakes throughout
Yeah,
the whole
just go that
time.
way.
Oh my god,
Right,
we have
I
got there
think-
already. £10
Actually, no, don't
from Zero Suit
Right, now we
Plays.
make it back to
One
Jill.
step closer to the Dare Show.
Okay,
Take
everyone,
my
fight with
super
first
noodle
member
money.
in the
Zero
park.
Suit Plays!
And yeah,
You
time's
got us
pressing on a
there.
bit.
We have
It's
made
literally
officially
come to one of
enough. The
those-
Dare Show
It's like
is
now or never type
going
thing,
to
so
be happening.
20 minutes.
Oh, for
20
Christ's
minutes left,
sake.
yeah.
We've officially raised 3k.
And just hope we
So
can
yeah,
chill
we
that.
are meant to swap.
Well done, everyone.
every 10
Bloody
minutes, but
good
because I'm in the
job.
middle of this boss fight,
Um,
Jack's on the camera.
And we also got another
Pretty much
super
just gonna
chat from
end it and
Creamy
then we'll swap
Elephant.
back.
Zero memories, none. I blame alcohol. No, well, I'm glad it's not just me. But I hope you had a good time. As I said, I'm still glad that at least we've got this little memento of that time whilst we were both in the same country before you went to the old US of A. Well, Josh Gilman, I'm happy to read out a message from you. I know your one didn't send from before, so just send it in the chat and I'll read it for you. Also, how's the audio sounding now? Are we any better, or are we still not that great?
No. Yes.
I just think I'm cursed at the moment. I mean, this is basically my life.
What?
So,
What?
yeah, if anyone also wants this, and this coaster, You're more than welcome. I saw some messages saying what's wrong. So if you look closely on there, so like all of the discs have these weird purple sort of marks, and some of the discs are scratched as well. So yeah, we're looking into getting those remade.
Yes. Bit of a delay there, but
18, no, actually 17 minutes. But yeah, I need to swap over to Jack because I'm 3 minutes overtime. So yeah, that means you're going 10 minutes from now.
okay.
Cool.
Update soon. Bye.
Oh, thank fuck. We got
See,
the,
update soon. We keep getting
water
updates
puzzle
soon. Updates
done,
later.
in 2
Updates
minutes.
soon.
Just we said we need to.
So that's officially Jack's
10
catchphrase now.
minutes to get this game done. We're swapping over in 3 minutes, probably in time for the Nemesis thing. No, because I did 3 minutes.
Oh.
Right, it's just easy guiding.
I'm not sure what's going on with this mic then.
This is going to be tense. Keep going.
This is really bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
I'm using a completely different microphone. I'll have to look into it later. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Cool, right. We'll be back with the Nemesis
Okay,
fight.
we're literally just on the cutscene before the final fight with Nemesis, or the first part.
Oh
of
man,
the
we
final
got so
fight.
close
That made
on
any
this. Oh, by the way,
sense.
just little spoiler
And,
alert: we
there's literally
didn't
only
make
5
this
minutes
challenge,
left on
but
the
we were
time,
so
decided
close
just
to
record the last
doing
5
it
minutes altogether.
within the time. It's
So,
unreal.
Yeah, hopefully we can do it. It's going to be incredibly
I think
tight.
we can, but it's going to be interesting to see how many minutes we overrun by.
What, seconds?
Yeah. Oh yeah, if we overrun by a few seconds, that'd be quite interesting. But come on,
Just hope we can do this in
I just
one
need
go.
to stop being distracted by that damn clock.
Just keep playing.
Come on, let's do this. I think I fixed the audio problem. How's that? How's that sounding? I think I've solved the problem. Hopefully that's it. Let me know how it's sounding. So weird. My
I'm just going to zoom in on there for you.
yeah, my OBS said that it was set to my actual microphone, but it's using the microphone from my headphones, even though it says my actual one. So I don't know why it was doing that. I've changed it over now, but that was very deceiving. So it's like, it said it's got this, but oh well, we got it solved. Oh, Christ. And we got a super chat from Taj saying, check your audio input settings, homie. Well, hopefully we're all good now.
That helped.
I really could do with the knife, actually, perhaps. Cunt. Jack dropping the C-bomb there. Shoot the...
Health.
Oh, should have fucking reloaded. This should do the job. His head's gone.
Health.
29 bullets left. Don't think that was actually shooting him. Oh, where the fuck is he? I still can't believe we did this. It's just such a random idea. And normally when you do an idea like this at 1:30 in the morning, it only lasts for about 20, 30 minutes. But we actually made it the whole way through.
2 minutes.
Oh, it's madness. We're not going to be far off though. Just got another super chat from Creamy Elephant. Jack, the co-pilot on this challenge we're watching at the moment. Unholy War PlayStation 1 rematch when you come to Texas. Mate, so Unholy War was the game that we played when Jack came to mine. Unholy War is a game on PlayStation 1. I don't know if anyone watching this will be familiar with it. It's this really old school fighting game, and you've got different characters that have like magic and attacks and things. There's even like a strategy mode on it as well.
One of my most favourite PlayStation 1 games. And I'd hyped it for ages. I was like, oh, Jack, when you come around, I want to show you this game. I want to show you this game. He thought it was absolute trash and said he'd never play it again. So if you're up for a rematch, I'll play Unholy War anytime. And you'll also get whooped because I'm amazing at it.
Oh, fuck this. Well, you...
1 minute, 10 seconds.
Yeah. Don't think it's even humanly possible, is it?
Unless we had the... Well, no, even with the rocket launcher, it wouldn't make a difference.
Rocket launcher?
No.
I've got no health left for the rest of the game.
You sure? Don't even look.
Actually, we get some herbs down here.
Fuck the herbs. Just go.
No, I don't want to be too risky to the stage of dying on the final boss when we haven't saved in
Just
fucking long time.
Well, wait, how bad was the audio at the start of this? Was it so bad that you didn't get any of my intro? Sorry, I didn't actually read any of the messages until I finished talking for like 10 minutes. Typical, my mic isn't working the one time I'm trying to read 2 pages of a chat.
6 minutes seems to be still.
Oh man, I'm done with this week. This week has been horrendous. I was saying to Nathan earlier, ever since that lucky dip that we did last week, I have just had the worst luck with like everything that I've done. This just sums my life up pretty much at the moment. Oh dear.
Cutscene you can't skip. Nice. Let's fight Nikolai. Why can't you skip? Oh, maybe you can.
Jim, that's it. We've got to find a way out of here now.
It'll be interesting to see if we can actually make this in 2 hour 6. Before that, see if we can break a stigma.
2 hours 5:59. Like that.
Yeah, it's doable.
I think Resident
Oh, so
Evil-
actually, yeah, one thing I forgot to address at the start of this is obviously Resident Evil 3. So you guys have been voting for my stipulations at the moment for what I'm going to be tempting during the Challenge 2020. And man, it was neck and neck. Literally, when we went to do the stream yesterday and we had to postpone it, it was a complete draw between the Lucky Dip, fight
There's so
every
many
nemesis,
unskippable
and
scripted events.
No Gunpowder, fight every nemesis. It was literally 40, I think it was 46% on both of them. So it looked like no one was really up for seeing easy mode knife only. So we had to extend it for another day. And then today, when I checked just before the stream, I think it was 3% difference. And it was Lucky Dip stipulations. So I can confirm that during Challenge 2020, I will be doing Resident Evil 3 Lucky Dip Challenge. Fight every nemesis. So I'm still working out at the moment, but I'll be using a similar system to what we used for Zero last week. I think probably even with Jill's outfits. So I think the whole system works pretty well. So yeah, looking forward to that. Hopefully I have Lady Luck on my side by then.
But we completely
Just got a super chat from Kieran. Finally beat Resident Evil 0 today for the first time. Congratulations. I do really like 0. So I'm quite jealous that you actually got to have your first experience of that. No first aid sprays either. Pretty chuffed. I was way too harsh on the game before. Yeah, it is a hard balance on 0. You have to be fairly brutal because it is quite a difficult game, but then also not so hard on yourself that you lose all the fun and you restart so many times that you can't be bothered. So I'm glad that you persevered and you managed to beat it. Sounds like quite a few people took some tips from last week. I honestly do feel like last week was probably one of my best 0 playthroughs ever. So despite having quite unlucky stipulations, I feel like I was quite lucky with the actual playthrough. Yeah, all went pretty well, all pretty swimmingly. So yeah, glad you enjoyed it.
Need to get to the next battery. 2 minutes 20. Oh, come on, we know this shit already. I even think going on to the item.
The old classic rail cannon fight. So I'm playing Resident Evil 3 Remake at the moment, as I'm sure quite a few of you in the Discord will know. Trying my first Nightmare mode run at the moment, and I'm certainly not looking forward to Final Nemesis. I don't think I've ever had so much hype built up around a single boss ever. I mean, this is just Nightmare mode, not even Inferno mode Nemesis. I'm considering doing an Inferno mode stream when I get around to it. If there's enough interest, if you guys want to see it. Stuart Gowdy actually suggested it just because it just sounds so hilarious. So I'm getting through there on Nightmare mode, and hopefully we'll try Inferno mode for the first time soon enough. But just watching this boss fight, just so less stressful.
Nah, we're fucked, man.
Thanks, Izzy, for joining the stream. Take care. Nice to see you.
Oh, we're not going to break the stigma. Might go over the stigma. Fucking hell, hurry up.
It only takes one shot, doesn't it?
Two good ones.
He's fucked.
The more I think about Resident Evil 3, and I have been thinking about it quite a lot over the past couple of days, I would actually put original Resident Evil 3 probably in my top 3 out of the entire series. I'd probably say I'll put it number 1 for most replayability. I find it's the most... Whenever I'm like, do I want to play Resident Evil right now? It will always be this one that I'll think, I can just pick this up and play it. It's just... It's got everything. It's fun to play. It's got great enemy design. It's got great music. It's got amazing weapons. It's got great tactics with the gunpowder and everything.
Oh, we're on the stigma.
Oh, so gutting. Oh, so few challenges actually die on Final Nemesis, but that was one of them.
Is a nice and good fun fail.
And this is the end. This is the end of the challenge.
Bollocks.
It's so... Oh, God. So I love how Jack moved back to America. It's like, right, well, you failed your one and only Resident Evil challenge. See ya.
Never mind.
There it is.
Oh, dear.
That was not a bad attempt, though. That was a valiant attempt.
Considering it started like 2:30 in the morning and...
Yeah. But we should be really pissed off, like, from being that far from beating it, but I'm not that bothered. It was good fun. It was good fun. Just to,
Been nice to have win, but...
just to sort of feel...
Yeah, so Bobby McKenna in the chat saying, I've never seen you die on that Nemesis.
4 o'clock in the
I
morning.
don't recall any
I've
challenges
been up
that
since
I've died on
yesterday,
that
so I
Nemesis
think it might be
before.
time.
So,
To get
oh
some
man,
reserve for
beer and Resident Evil. This is why I don't do it. I save my beer for these when I'm gaming. It just doesn't work for me.
Thanks for sticking along anyway.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and yeah, you'll still be around on the forum, so we'll
Yeah.
still be talking to each other. It's just literally this video was just decided at the last minute, so you know,
It's our last chance we ever could do it.
yeah. So
Literally couldn't have been any
not
more
really?
last minute. If you look at my clock there, it says like
We can always at least say
it's like 3:30 a.m. It's just madness.
It's been large.
okay, well,
Till the next time, guys.
bye,
Au revoir.
bye.
And that was it. That was mine and Jack's little challenge that we tried together. It was a one-off. We haven't done one since then. Hopefully one day I'll make the visit down to Texas and we can do another one. I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to show you everything that there is as we go through the entire timeline. But yeah, here we go. Here is this week's intermission featuring that English dudes. Oh, yeah. You must love this video. So this isn't a challenge, but this is a very famous clip of Jack playing Clock Tower 3 on YouTube. I had to bleep it.
No! You f***ing piece of game! This shit! Everything! All this!
Oh, you wouldn't believe how long it took to bleep this video out.
It's just not worth it. Everything. What the is this f***ing game?
Oh, that video gets me every time.
We're so f***ing close. You. Ah!
Oh, it's just that disgruntled scream at the end. That. Oh, sorry. You would be one of my best friends if I wouldn't do that to you. And also, I'll show you guys. We've got some more viewer ads to show. So remember, we had the little intermission videos that we used to show during the live stream. So here's one that I made from about 13 years ago. A really terrible animation with Nemesis. This next bit is absolutely hilarious. Wonder how many of you guys actually remember that. And then we've also got this was an advert that was sent in. Opens with quite a dangerous looking knife. Joey was trying to promote the knife only challenges that we were doing in season 3. So this was his little ad he made.
Knife only. It will make you say it's challenging.
It will make you say it's challenging. And then this was a viewer ad made by Swift, Bobby McKenna. Oh, it'll make you say it's challenging. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. I know we made that challenge, but I think this is the first time that I've got more enjoyment out of the intermission than the actual challenge. We'll make up for it. One day we'll do one together. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was this week's intermission. This video, so this was the trailer that this is the trailer for the Resident Evil Naughty Dog challenge that me and Matt did. So that was the actual trailer, which we had first. I just remembered that video was 16:9 and doesn't play in this aspect ratio, so sorry about the weird overlay that's there. But yeah, we're going into it now. We're going into the Resident Evil and Naughty Dog challenge. So yeah, this was the second challenge which I did in this sort of like 3-year period that I did. So this was with Matt, who you saw at the end of season 3 last week. He joined me to help me out on that solo challenge that I did. And so then he enjoyed it and thought that he would give it a go himself. But back in these days, Matt hadn't really played many Resident Evil games himself. So he was very familiar with the Naughty Dog series, so he decided to try out Crash Bandicoot 2 and Uncharted.
Even though both of them I haven't played for around a year, I think that coming to it fresh will help me sort of avoid mistakes that I've made before. Possibly make some new ones, which should be quite funny for viewers.
Right, so here we are. We've
just got a $2 super chat from Jack that just says, "No!" I'm guessing in that disgruntled voice that you heard at the end of that trailer.
Only doing 4 games, not 7 games. I've not done any of these, as I'm probably going to ramble on about in a minute, since the last challenge. So this is all going to be pretty fresh, unexpected, see what's going to happen. See how Matt gets on with his games, and let's just hope the whole thing's just pretty enjoyable. Stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. Hello, right, it's been over a year since we last did this, and it was exactly here with this exact person.
So yeah, this challenge was literally nearly to the day, 12 months after the end of season 3. That solo challenge I did. So yeah, 12 months later, Matt jumped back in the room and gave me a hand.
We're expecting this to be good fun. I'm going to be doing 4 Resident Evil games with harder stipulations than the last challenge, but I've not actually beaten any of the games since the last one, so be quite interesting to see if I've still got it.
So Rhino the Pyro in the chat says, I don't know why, but I'm still embarrassed by that ad of mine. Dude, I'm glad that you're still following us this far on. I love that advert. Serious commitment there. Definitely helped us out with the knife-only challenges. But man, that knife at the start of it, I think people watching that video might be a bit like, I don't know if they make the connection to Resident Evil.
You've got something to watch both parts there. But instead of us rambling on, let's just...
Oh, this opening shot, it's yeah, it wasn't that great. A lot of sun glare going on.
Resident Evil Remake, I'll be doing Chris hard mode with just the standard handgun, so limited ammo on that. And Matt's doing Crash Bandicoot 2, a bit of a blast from the past there.
So how many of you guys here watching this are Naughty Dog fans yourself? How many of you have played Crash 2 and Uncharted 1? Let me know.
And I've got 24 hours, so quarter to 12 tomorrow's.
So Jack in the chat saying, I thought that intro there was dust that was added in After Effects. Laugh my ass off. No, so literally just yeah, the camera was pointed straight towards my window, and there was just a horrible bit of lens flare coming straight through.
Right, 13 minutes through the challenge, and already I'm starting to see how out of practice I am with this game.
So yeah, this is the first time I had played Remake since the end of Season 3, so yeah, it's been an entire year, so I was starting to get a bit rusty. But speaking of being rusty at Remake, it's a perfect time to plug Nathan's Resident Evil Remake live stream this time next week, or actually it starts a little bit later, but next Friday at 9 PM UK time, Nathan will be doing his Resident Evil Remake stream. First time he's played it since Season 4, a good 9 years ago or so, and he will be doing his Wheel of Fortune to see what weapons he'll actually be able to use. So yeah, I think that'll be really fun. Nathan's first live stream. Let's all join him and give him some support.
Right, so as I've just said, 17 minutes through, and I've restarted the game because I was doing terrible. I wasn't used to the controls and everything with this game. So I've lost nearly 20 minutes, but hopefully I should be able to redeem myself throughout the challenge.
It sounds like quite a lot of people here are into some of the Naughty Dog games somewhere. Yeah, I've played Crash 1, 2 and 3, finished all of them. I've got the remastered set. Haven't quite finished that yet. I've got the new Crash Team Racing, which I love, which is great. Yeah, I love the Naughty Dog games, and I've finished all of the Uncharted games apart from 4, which I'm actually playing at the moment. It was free on the PlayStation Store last month or 2 months ago, so I'm just over halfway through that at the moment. I'm loving it. Uncharted 4, by far, I'm finding is the best one in the series, definitely. And looking back at this now, because this was the first time that we did this, and you know, there's only really been 2 challenges that we've done, which, you know, kind of veered away from Resident Evil. But what did you guys, like, looking back at this now, what did you guys think of, you know, Resident Evil plus Naughty Dog? Did it kind of work? Was it a bit jarring? Did you enjoy it being a bit different? You know, always be intrigued to know what you thought, just so we can always take those ideas into future challenges. Like, I know that you guys love Dino Crisis, and I'm really excited to be doing the Dino Crisis stream in a couple of weeks. But yeah, be intrigued to know what you thought of Naughty Dog and Metal Gear Solid 4 challenges. Non-survival horror challenges, essentially.
So yeah, it's getting a bit tricky now. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of it goes. And I can't believe it's...
And Jim Newman says Spyro Remastered really awesome too. Yeah, I've also got that. Yeah, really enjoying getting through that at the moment.
Right, we're now 1 hour and 24 minutes through the challenge. It's 10 past 2 here in the UK, as most of you will know.
And this was also the very first challenge where I had started putting motion titles on the screen to show what the time was, rather than the old challenge clock which was burnt in from the camera.
I'm about 2 minutes away from fighting the Elder Crimson Head. A bit behind schedule, but we're finally there. So stay tuned and we'll see that. Here we go. Only 1 hour and 53 minutes in this challenge. That's right, only. And yeah, first boss fight, Crimson Head. It usually takes me about 40 minutes to get to this boss, but as you may have guessed, I'm a little out of practice on this.
Oh man, I can't wait to play a Resident Evil remake during the Challenge 2020. So just as a reminder, the stipulations which you guys voted for was Chris Real Survival Mode, but I have amped up to the ante since then. I have done some tests myself. I'm going to up it to handgun only, no first aid sprays of that. So that will be quite an interesting one. But after that director's cut stream that we did a couple of weeks ago, it's got me really, really hyped to play through Remake again. Just got a super chat from Chris the Batman, you generous mother fudger. Thank you very much. After seeing the Naughty Dog and Metal Gear Solid 4 crossover with Resident Evil challenge, I was hoping to see a Resident Evil plus Devil May Cry challenge. I had considered that quite a lot because there was a period of time where I was really into the Devil May Cry series. I was really good at Devil May Cry 3 for a while. But I just never felt I was expert as I was with Resident Evil by a long shot.
And I'm just
I think if I could find someone that was really good at Devil May Cry and I do Resident Evil, it would maybe work. I just don't think I'd have the time to make my Devil May Cry skills really worth watching, to be honest. But we'll see. Maybe it's a one-off stream we do sometime. You guys are the decision makers. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for that super chat, Chris the Batman.
If I can leave the camera at that obtuse angle, it's actually a stairway to an extra level. Bit of crash knowledge there for you. Oh no! Well, there you go. There's me failing at it too. Right, I'm just coming up to the fourth boss, Engine, and he's a bit of a knob. It's one of those battles that isn't particularly hard, but it is really frustrating and long-winded. So here we go.
So I just saw Jordan Griffith says, I was also hoping for a Resident Evil plus Monster Hunter World Iceborne challenge. Jordan Griffiths, the guy who will never ever rest to try and shoehorn Monster Hunter in something. I certainly admire your undying efforts to try and get Monster Hunter in anywhere. But I've just never played it, and I think the chances are very unlikely that I will do a challenge. But maybe that's something you could do. I'd be intrigued to see you try a Monster Hunter challenge.
Seriously, I've spent so long trying to beat that boss.
It's quite.
Okay, so just reading the chats, it sounds like, yeah, there was quite a lot of positivity from the mashup challenges. I was just never really sure how well they go down, because as I said, it was quite a, we did branch out quite a bit from what we originally did. But I really enjoyed it. As you said, it was just nice that Matt could play something to his strengths. I think it kind of made more sense in the Metal Gear Solid 4 one, because we started with Resident Evil 5 co-op.
No idea how to defeat him in this mode.
I'm really looking forward to watching that challenge next week. I felt that was actually one of the best challenges that we did. It was a real struggle to get through, but I think as a video it was actually pretty good. This boss fight is so annoying. Engine.
Oh, what? Oh, no. Right,
Matt was getting
so
ruined. He was stuck on that boss fight for ages.
2 boss fight. It's been giving me a bit of a beating, but I'm not totally sure if I've got enough ammo to actually beat him with, but we'll have to find out.
I also love how I played Crash Bandicoot 2 so many times, and it was only during this Resident Evil and Naughty Dog challenge that I actually got the reference of engine, as in engine. Complete idiot. I was a bit of a knob, as Creamy Elephant said in the chats there.
Halfway. And Matt's still stuck on engine. Keeps getting up to the last bit on it, but then gets whooped. Shit. I missed you.
So Damien Poe in the chat saying, I think your arch enemy after the Metal Gear Solid 4 challenge is that Resident Evil 2 train cutscene leading to Birkin. Oh man, I mean, I don't know what's actually more annoying, that train cutscene on Resident Evil 2 or the terrible voice acting scenes in Director's Cut you can't skip in the caves. I ended up having to watch about 10 times at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Both are quite infuriating when you're racing against the clock.
Me! I have no idea how to kill him.
Well, at least that's one of our bosses sorted.
See, the whole time I was doing that plant boss fight, Matt had been stuck on engine. So that was like one of the biggest obstacles he'd had.
At last. I honestly didn't think I was going to make that one.
How long did that take then?
That was about 6 goes, I think.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult, so I'm proud of that.
Awesome. Right. Those loyal RE Challenger fans will know this next part is a part where I seem to die on nearly every single challenge from about Season 3, where I've done harder stipulations about shotguns and whatnot. So, let's see if I can make it through these hunters without dying. And by the way, I'm not doing too well. I've not used any first aid sprays yet, but I've got no health. So...
I hate this bit. I mean, like, on my practice playthroughs of Remake Since, I just don't bother. I don't bother going up those stairs anymore. I take a route which takes longer, but it's just the amount of challenges that I've died from there. Like, that is just... Yeah, I'd say you have more chance of dying on that scene than actually making it through.
Proper Jake the Snake boss fight. I'm going to try and do this knife only, which will take a while, but I need to save the ammo.
And that's another thing. I have been practicing quite a bit of Remake recently, and I tried doing Jake the Snake knife only, and I did it without any damage, but man, it takes a long time. Especially if you're taking my slightly more cowardly tactic, which was hiding behind the bookshelf and just waiting for him to come round, rather than sort of going a bit more Billy Big Balls and just knifing him openly in the main hall bit. Yeah, he takes something like 60, 70 knife hits or something. He takes a lot of hits to kill. So yeah, doing it knife only does take a long time.
I am so fucked. I think I'm in danger, yeah. It might be worth retrying this actually. Unless I use first aid sprays, which I might have to. Oh, what? No, I'm dead. I've never seen that scene before.
I've never seen that death scene since then.
Ever in nearly 3. I know it's been over 3 years challenging, nearly 4 years challenging, and I've never seen that death scene. So obviously
I don't think I've seen it since then. That's madness.
Just as well that happened anyway, I guess, because I could have done that a bit better. So take 2 coming up. Right, this is take 2 of Jake the Snake. I've built up quite an offence in him. I'm doing this the slow way, but you don't really get hit much this way. It's just going around this book.
I'm trying to do this on real survival. Oh man, I mean you can probably double your time. Without that auto aim, trying to do it knife only is a nightmare.
About 20 to 30 times the knife so far, so can't have a lot left in it. Finally, Jesus, I knifed him at least 60, yes, 60 times, more than that, for him to die. So yeah, that took me about 7 minutes or so, but I only got hit once, so my health status isn't as bad and negative as it was looking beforehand. Matt has got his final boss fight. What is wrong with my speech?
Really struggling to speak there.
Matt has his final boss fight coming up in a minute. Right, somehow I managed to make it into the mining area without using any first aid sprays. My health on orange caution, I took a battering getting here from hunters and dogs. I'm going to have a break now and crack open my first Lucozade, but I will leave you with Matt as he's on the final boss fight of Crash Bandicoot 2.
About to face the final boss of Crash Bandicoot 2, and I'm 3 hours 25 minutes in.
See my old bass guitar in the background there?
It's probably around sort of 3 hours, which I'm pretty chuffed with because I was looking to complete this in around 5 hours. And yeah, this is quite a difficult boss battle, kind of like Engine. It's one of the ones where it's not particularly hard, but it's one of those ones where you have to get it right, or you just have to go from the beginning. So it's quite long-winded. So here we go.
Yeah, this is quite a tricky boss fight. Do love this music though. See, why can't Resident Evil have some more like funky music scenes? More funky music scenes and more scenes where you get to fly around on jetpacks. That's what Resident Evil's been missing this whole time. Just got a super chat from Super Justin 5000. First new challenge I caught after discovering Resident Evil Challenger. Put a great spin on it.
Crash Bandicoot 2.
Oh. Whee!
I'm absolutely chuffed. I beat the boss on my second go, but I think the first one on camera.
Sorry, Justin, I will be coming back to that. Just want to.
I was going to have to take a lot longer. And overall, with the stats, I've got 54% overall because I didn't collect many silver gems. 16 lives. In fact, I only collected 1 silver gem, and obviously all the crystals.
So there we go. Matt beat Crash Bandicoot 2. Good for him.
3 hours 30.
So sorry, going back to that. Super Justin said, this is the first new challenge I caught after discovering Resident Evil Challenger. Put a great spin on it. Was obsessed with Uncharted back in the day. Can't wait for Dino Crisis. Yeah, I mean, like, the first Uncharted game was so popular. I was obsessed with the first Uncharted game. Yeah, it was really cool. And yeah, I'm really excited to do Dino Crisis 2. So thank you very much for you guys that voted. I have no idea how long that stream's going to take, but we'll try and do it in one sitting. 2 weeks from today it will be. So next Friday we've got Matt's Resident Evil Remake stream, and then the week after that, which will actually be the weekend, and the challenge was meant to happen. But we'll still be bringing you a stream. We'll have the Dino Crisis stream. Yeah, so yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be good. My first playthrough, as I said, like, I have dabbled with Dino Crisis when it first came out, but I haven't played any more than, say, an hour of it. So it is all going to be, well, mostly brand new to me. So I'm really, really excited to give it a go. Just got a super chat from Wolfie13 Senior. What kind of bass? I play Thunderbirds myself. I believe the bass I had was an Ibanez bass. It was like a black one. Oh man, I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, even when I had it back then, I wasn't playing it. I haven't really played bass in at least 11 years or so. So I kind of forgot about the technicalities of it. Yeah, I used to be in a couple of bands back in the day, but not so much anymore. But thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate all the ones during the Zero stream.
Alright. Hard it is.
Come on, there we go. I'm going to regret that later when we fail. But
yeah, when I'm failing, I'm going to be like, Luke, I hate you.
Right, just a little message. Things on Resident Evil Remake are starting to get pretty damn challenging for me right now. I'm almost at the mining area, but I'm on orange caution the whole time. I've got all these hunters. It's been a while since I've saved, so I think it's time I finally use the first aid spray.
No, you're better than this. You guys know how much I hate using first aid sprays.
So this is where first aid spray gets used.
I'm going to try. I mean, I'm setting it as my stipulations on my remake playthrough during the challenge. I'm going to try my very best not to use any. I think I should be able to make it.
Because I've not saved for about 15 minutes.
Also, guys, welcome Matt into the live stream. He's in the chat. Matt ND Challenger, so feel free to send him a message or anything. Dude, Matt, welcome. Thank you for joining. Matt was also crippled with the same Virgin Media internet issues that I've had. So yeah, his internet hasn't been working today, so he's just had to set up being able to get into the stream. I've been trying to message him while it's going on. So glad you finally managed to get here, dude. Good to have you here.
So close.
Reminiscing from back in 2008.
I was so scared then. Jesus Christ. Don't know why she jumped right next to me and sort of did nothing. But oh well, at least she's dead. Here we go. 4 hours, 47 minutes through the challenge. And I'm fighting my final tyrant. because I didn't save any of the survivors, that means I don't have to fight the one after this.
So Matt said peer pressured into hard mode.
As I said,
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at doing that. I do that to Nathan quite often. Whenever he's like, oh, well, I'll do the stipulations. I'm like, do you maybe want to do it handgun only? Do you maybe want to do it with no first aid sprays? So I'm sorry, but I think we've all found that the best challenges are the ones where you hit that balance where there is a bit of uphill battle, but you can overcome it and you win it. Where when it's too easy, it's boring, it's too hard, it's frustrating. So it's all about hitting that little sweet spot in the middle. But I mean, it made for a very entertaining challenge. I mean, as you guys will see later, just how close it was when when Matt finished Uncharted in this. It's crazy. It wouldn't have had anywhere near the same results if we'd done it on normal mode.
17 handgun bullets to beat a final boss.
That final tyrant, both in remake and the original, I say this every week, it's just such a pushover. It's ridiculous.
And I've finally, after all those tears and troubles I had throughout the game, I've finally beaten remake with a game time of 3 hours, 17 minutes and 50 seconds. So, not the best time I've ever got, but that's pretty good for limited handgun only on hard with Chris. And I only used 3 first aid sprays, I think. So
only
that's
3?
1 out of 4
Oh, I'm
games
disappointed
done,
in that.
with just under 20 hours left to get the last 3 done, which is Code Veronica, which is coming up next, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. So stay tuned.
It was quite a lot of long games that I had to do in this challenge. So we just got another super chat from Jim Newman. Were there any other game series you considered doing in the past in the Resident Evil Challenger format? So yeah, I've said it a couple of times in some streams, but like over the years I've had so many messages asking about doing a Silent Hill challenge at some point. I've only beaten Silent Hill 1 and 2. I've not beaten the 3rd or 4, and also I'm just not very good at them. So I just feel like if I was going to do a challenge, like all the Resident Evil series, I've beaten all of the games like 20, 30 times plus, more than that for some of them. And I'm not into Silent Hill enough to make that same sort of commitment. But maybe Dino Crisis, like I love Dino Crisis 2. I'm looking forward to doing Dino Crisis 1. So maybe I do a hybrid Resident Evil Dino Crisis challenge, maybe 2 Resident Evils, 2 Dino Crisis. Let's not talk, we won't even pretend like Dino Crisis 3 is a real thing. So yeah, maybe we do that. Yeah, who knows, we'll see. I'm definitely more open to trying things now. Now we're sort of doing these weekly streams, these weekly gaming streams, or fortnightly gaming streams that we're doing at the moment.
That means I would have played for about an hour and a half. And how are you doing, Matt?
I'm just around sort of a quarter of the way through the game, I'd say. So hopefully that's in about that's in about 2 hours. So it should work out that I finish it within my 12 hours.
Hopefully. So yeah, just got under 6 hours for Matt to get out finished, and I've got about.
So I'm seeing some people talking about Clock Tower in the chat. So I have beaten Clock Tower 3 quite a few times with Guardian J actually. So yeah, I really like Clock Tower 3. But I haven't played the first 2 Clock Towers, but maybe we introduce those. Who knows? We'll see. I also love Resident Evil so much that it's quite hard to pry me away from it. But let me know. Let me know your suggestions. It's all about what you guys want to see, really. Matt saying, do a PT challenge, play the PT demo for 24 hours. Yeah, mate, how about you do that? I'll do Resident Evil, you do the PT demo for 24 hours. And we'll see who looks worse after all of that. Oh, God, I'm not sure if I can think of many things worse.
6 hours 55 through the Resident Evil and Naughty Dog challenge. Doing pretty well in Resident Evil Code Veronica. I'm literally about 5 minutes away from the first Tyrant fight, which is pretty good because I'm also in Antarctica. And Matt's 40% through Uncharted, and also bear in mind he doesn't have to finish at 100% because that's for all the bonus treasures and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going pretty well. We're about to have our dinner now. It's probably actually burning, fuck, better hurry up. And for the people who are watching, we've done a Saw sound clip every hour through the challenge, and as we're 4 minutes away from 7 hours, you can have your one now. Well, game began 7 hours ago, but anyways, time dinner. 7 hours and 34 minutes through, and I've come to my first real boss fight on Code Veronica, the Tyrant, which I only have the bow gun for. I think I will have to use some flame bows.
Oh man, I mean the bowgun is so weak against this Tyrant. You might as well have just gone in knife only. Those bows are they do like nothing. I have thought that actually doing a Code Veronica bowgun only challenge with no knife would actually be quite an interesting stipulation to do at some point. Just because, yeah, the bowgun with those original bows is the weakest weapon in the entire game. I think like each bow is does about the damage of about half a handgun bullet, so that would actually be pretty tricky. Love the little map cam in the bottom part of the screen there. So yeah, we do another watch along and still another plain Tyrant fight. I think this is like what? This must be like our 7th? Yes, our 7th week of doing our watch along. Well, it's not 7th week, so we had the Sunday one, 6th week technically. But yeah, every single week without fail, we have had to watch traditionally a plain Tyrant fight. So this week, this is here the one that we watch. And I don't really seem to have gotten any better at it than through any of these challenges so far.
Oh, come on. I can't actually move. I can't fucking move. I should use about 100 of those. Oh, come on, Matt. He's out of here. That's going to be cheap.
So, yeah, the mat cam in the bottom part of the screen was definitely the effects of me going to film production at uni, you know, investing all of that money to get away with a degree means you can do a little picture-in-picture in your gaming videos.
Knife fight with Nosferatu. That's right, alliteration. And a boss fight. It's been so long since I've done this.
I'm really looking forward to doing this during the challenge.
Come on.
Good old Nosferatu.
Oh yes, that's a good shot. No, don't stand so close. Annoying thing of this, because I've got not using retries, if I die, I'm going to have to keep going back.
It's quite annoying when you use the retry, because you have to go back to the save room in the Antarctica base. So you have to go through, I think it's about 3 or 4 rooms before you can get here. And then you have to run down, pick up the first aid spray if you're using it, trigger the cutscene. So each time, it probably does set you back roughly about 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, the stakes are fairly high every time you do this boss fight.
Oh, bitch. Come on. So
Taj says that Nosferatu was shafting him yesterday. How was your Code Veronica stream yesterday? Sorry I didn't catch it. So I saw the message just as I was going to bed last night. But yeah, I hope it went well.
Make your bets on how many more it's going to take.
And look who we've got in the chat. Look who's rolled in. Stuart Gowdy. Hi mate, how's you? Resident Evil 6 sucks. Dude, you are very much missed in the stream last week without your classic Resident Evil 6 sucks message. But dude, I'm glad you're back again. Good to see you. You actually got a mention at the start of this watch-along. I was just telling the guys about the stipulations that people were voting for the Challenge 2020. And your knife-only stipulation, which you suggested, which got a measly 4% of votes. But I appreciate you throwing it into the mix. So thank you, dude. Appreciate that. We'll do an easy mode knife-only run at some point soon. I think I might just do a no gunpowder, fight every nemesis stream at some point too. Because it was so tight, I think yeah, it'd be quite a fun one to try out.
And this is my 5th attempt.
So just got a message from Jim Newman asking how much did going to film school help in the production quality of the challenges over the years. So yeah, this challenge was after I'd been going to uni for 3 months. So I'd only sort of dipped my toe in so far. And for those of you who didn't know, I was doing a film production degree at the time. Didn't really help loads to begin with. I think the thing that definitely helped the most was that they introduced me into Adobe Premiere for editing, which I still use to this day. I use nearly every day. I'm always editing something. Whereas beforehand, I was using Windows Movie Maker. So yeah, I do feel like from this challenge onwards, there was quite a big step up in how the edits looked. But no, film school wasn't hugely helpful. I think it was good having the time to try out things, but what I learnt on the course didn't help as much as I would have hoped for. But that might be down to my course not being the best.
It's very nearly be dead though. Yes! Fucking time too. Ah, awesome. I'm very, very content with that. Right, we are 9 hours and 2 minutes in.
It's just at the very start of that clip, you hear Matt in a really high-pitched voice go, "How did that happen?" I have no context for what was happening to him there. Maybe I'll look through the stream archive to work that out. By the way, guys, so far we have raised £191 from tonight's stream. So to each and every one of you donated, thank you very, very much. We have managed to get up to 3k today, which is amazing, which is awesome. So once again, thank you very much for that.
Uncharted. Have you got anything else to say?
No, just hopefully hitting targets.
Yeah. But yeah, Matt's got 3 hours left to get Uncharted finished from here, so cross your fingers. Right, 9 hours 29 through the Resident Evil and Naughty Dog challenge.
So Zero Suit Plays asking me, is using a Mac a personal preference, or is it just what you're used to? Feel like you'd have so much more fun on a PC. I'm not going down this road could turn into a long rant, which I'd rather not distract away from this stream. But in a nutshell, I've just had terrible experiences with Windows and PCs in the past. Much better experiences in my line of work through Macs, which is why I am where I am. But I am considering getting a little laptop to just try out some modded Resident Evils and stuff.
I've got about 10
but I am a Mac man at heart. We'll leave it at that. I know I'm opening a can of worms if we go down there. And it's a can of whoop-ass, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Open a can of whoop-ass. And speaking of that, we just got a $10 super chat from Chalkhead. Hashtag Woohoo Cowboy Challenge. Thank you very much, dude. Can't wait for that. Yeah, Challenge 2020. Still can't put a date on it yet. Still waiting to see what happens with the lockdown, but as it stands, it's looking likely to be around July sort of time. But you know, we're ramping up the streams now. Like at the moment, next week we've got 2
Oh,
streams.
that was
We've got
so
another
lucky.
watch along. Nathan's doing a stream. Got another gaming stream the
I
week
only
after
used
that.
3 of the ones from last year.
And once we've got Izzy up and running, with any luck, we might
Oh,
have
that
one
was one of my
gaming stream a
closer
week.
elections.
So hopefully there's enough to keep you guys going.
Here we go.
But trust me,
After
I'm
9
gutted
hours
that we're
50
delaying the
minutes
challenge.
of challenge time in total. I'm finally on the final Alexia. I just wasted some arrows by mistake, but hopefully
Arrows?
I've got enough stuff to beat her pretty quickly. So let's see how it goes. Because after the bow gun, I couldn't be bothered to take my other arrows, so the rest will be with a knife.
What?
You just rate.
I barely got hit once. That's got to be the quickest Alexia kill we've ever had.
Yeah. Jesus. That was just stupidly easy. Right, now, seriously, it's been a year since this. Put in your bets, including you, Matt. How many shots of linear launcher will it take to beat her?
So Matt says in the chat, referencing back to that, how did that happen? Soundbite. He reckons was an exploding barrel getting me out of nowhere. Okay, I'm glad you've cleared that up. I've wondered for years what that soundbite was. Yeah, I might watch the stream archive later just to clear it up.
But fans still have a chance. Oh, God. I don't know why. I used to be really good at this. If you look back at the earlier challenges, I used to get it on like my second go every time. But now I just...
So yeah, Jordan Griffiths in the chat saying how much he remembers this moment. I think this is the longest time it took to beat Alexia with the linear launcher. 23 shots. The linear launcher. It's horrendous.
Come on. Come on! Oh, God damn it. God damn
So
it.
yeah, Chalkhead Super Chat has brought us up to 199. £1 away from 200 today. Well done.
Because this is just plain embarrassing. I cannot believe I've still not hit.
So I saw Bobby saying that he wants to get Resident Evil 3 original out of the way so he can get onto Code Veronica. Dude, don't, as I was saying earlier, don't just brush past Resident Evil 3 and also Resident Evil 2. I think you should do a couple of scenarios there. But they are, even though they are quite dated, they are proper. I love both of them. So make the most of them. Don't rush through. You only get one chance to do all of the games for the first time. So I'm very jealous of you. Definitely salvage every moment you can.
Code Veronica done, and I have 12 hours to get 2 and 4 done, and Matt has just over 2 hours to get.
So yeah,
Uncharted finished.
23
So,
linear
that's
launcher
my
shots
way.
later, and that was Alexia finally gone.
Here we go, finally. Let's see what my Resident Evil Code Veronica X grade is. B, 3 hours 54, 6 saves and no retries. As far as I remember, I have never got a time on Code Veronica that's been within the 3 hour boundary, so...
I think this is also the first time in challenge history where I read out my Code Veronica grade without my voice going all exasperated and high pitched at the end. I'm always like, Code Veronica, that was my best grade ever. Yeah, that was a really good time actually. Just shows how much faster it is when you don't bother going to collect all of the weapons and everything. Oh, I forgot that was in there. It's so random. That little intermission graphic made up by Jack. Maybe I should bring that into our intermissions again. Actually, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll try and bring that back for Challenge 2020.
As you saw, Code Veronica's done and dusted. I'm literally in about a minute going to start Resident Evil 2.
So we just got a super chat from Wolfie13 Senior. £1. Woohoo! 200.
Right,
Oh yeah.
So that's Code
Well,
Veronica
guys.
sorted. That's half of my challenge done, and we're not even halfway through the time. But
Oh,
that
my
doesn't mean
wee.
that everything
How I
is
miss it.
A-okay, because Matt's still stuck on Uncharted, so we're seeing how that goes. But on the other hand, I'm doing Resident Evil 2, and whilst usually I'll say this is one of the easier games on my challenge half, I'm actually doing something which caused me to play a lot of
So Stuart Gowdy asking me how did I end up on my nightmare mode so far. So I took your advice. So I've got 1 defense coin and 1 assault coin. The assault coin's definitely helping a lot, and I've got where did I get up to? I just finished the RPD last night. Been a fair few deaths, but I feel like I've got a lot better at dodging and a lot better at working out the enemies. So I feel like I will make it through. I'm just really nervous on the final nemesis. Undecided whether I'm going to do nightmare mode during the challenge or not. I'm going to keep playing it before I commit because it has stressed me out quite a lot. I don't want my controller to end up like Daniel Brandon's.
We'll keep you updated. Right, this is one of the first damn irritating parts.
So you guys might have noticed that this version that we are showing didn't have the normal intro at the start and also the little part where it's broken into the 2 parts. So I've had to re-edit this video because it did have some licensed music in a few parts. I think it had like a track from Kings of Leon in there. And yeah, since we've become like a YouTube partner, as I'm sure you're aware, and from the amount of bleeping that I had to do on Creamy Elephant's video earlier, I have to be a bit more strict with what we do and don't show on these streams now. So
right, 11 hours, 25 minutes in, and it's my first boss fight on Resident Evil 2 with the first William Birkin version. Matt's got 35 minutes left to get Uncharted.
So Jim Newman asking, what's my favourite console?
But
dude, one guess. What my favourite console? I mean, look, we just got these DVD discs made, 100%. And also, don't talk about these discs. I'm furious about them. Once again, it's damn marks. But hopefully, we will be getting some new discs fairly soon. Yeah, easily, hands down, GameCube, favourite console. My favourite Resident Evil games, all on there. Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, love them all. So GameCube's, yeah, 100% my favourite console. And the most reliable I've ever had. So my GameCube's like 17 years old now, and it still works. So, yeah, I love it.
You may be able to quick turn, matey, but you're too slow to even hit me. Oh, that's
man,
unfair.
this boss is so much harder than Birkin.
Is my auto aim not on or something?
Birkin's just really dopey and
I've
dumb.
got this far through the game and I've only just noticed that it's not on.
But yeah, this one, it's just really, look, he's got such a wide radius when he tries to attack you.
That one was hanging on.
There haven't really been that many challenges where I've actually tried to beat this knife only, this G monster.
Still missed. It's the first time he's hit that attack. Yay! Beat him. It wasn't that hard. Matthew Steele. 11 hours and 39 minutes through his Naughty Dog challenge. 21 minutes remaining on the final chapter of his final game.
What is this narration about?
This really
I think I've been watching some David Attenborough recently or something.
Could go either way. This is the final fight with, I don't know his name.
This final boss fight, so I've also done it on Uncharted, is infuriating.
But Matt has 4
Not
minutes
final
and
nemesis.
50 seconds to get this done.
Infuriating, but still pretty damn annoying.
I really don't have a clue which way this is going to go. Right, people, we've got
Look how close this was, man. This is just nuts. 1 minute left.
Fuck, why did it work then?
Can you imagine if Matt screwed up the buttons there and failed the challenge on that bit?
Yes, we fucking
Oh man, what a moment that was. That's craziness. I can't believe we beat it that close.
Could that get any closer? Seriously, 1 minute 30 left.
Well, yeah.
We beat that in 11 hours, 58 minutes, and 53
Man,
seconds.
that must have been such a moment for Matt doing it that close.
Seriously.
I was going to do that for the last like 3 hours. I didn't.
Yeah, Matt had been so tense throughout those 3 hours. He was just so quiet, just like, must beat the
That
game.
was the last attempt you would be able to get out of that.
And the pads like are critical. 51%.
Matt was just done at that
So
point. He's
we've
kind of
been on
clocking
top
out fully.
51% with
That's
1 minute spare.
51% of trophies.
Yep.
Um,
And we are now 12 hours through the challenge. So Matt literally just nipped in. Because if he was still playing...
Oh, the good old Resident Evil Challenger clock. We've found out a solution.
This
We
is
managed to
100%.
bring it back. We'll be bringing it back for Challenge 2020.
Yeah, that's
We'll be bringing it
awesome.
on Izzy's Surface tablet.
But
So, yeah, glad we'll be able to get that involved again.
because we are only...
The sound effects are definitely good indicators of how stressed me and Nathan should be feeling.
The crocodile boss fight, so that'll be interesting. So I've got that and Resi 4 to come up. But yeah, Jesus, we've never been that close.
No.
I have to say, I honestly didn't think you were going to make that,
I
and
didn't.
you sort of. Jesus, I'm just speechless. Right, let's continue on. And if things weren't interesting enough.
And there we
See
go,
which
got
lot of you
Rathan
remember.
Gibbard, also known as Nathaniel
Starting from
Gibbard.
now, we'll count how many
Welcome,
attempts
dude.
it
Hope you're
takes
having a
to
nice
beat
evening. Welcome
this
to
last
the
couple
live stream. We've managed to raise £200 so far. It's the latest, and we've officially hit 3K.
That
So
really wasn't
I hope you're
bad.
ready for some Dare Show action. It's got to happen now, dude.
I
God's
didn't
sake.
think I was going to do it. That's why I get
Oh man, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are
Yeah,
officially
man.
on the road to 4K. And we haven't even done the bloody challenge yet. It's madness.
Oh,
Absolute madness.
I hate it when he gets this angle. You can't fucking hit him. Health. Just rinses through your health.
Oh dear. I feel like I need to give the crocodile boss fight another go soon. It's been a really long time since I've given it a go. I think we'll be putting up for votes soon which scenario
Oh, no, he's gonna be stuck in
me
the
or
corner.
Nathan will be doing on Resident Evil 2 during the Challenge 2020. Yeah, Savage, what's your favourite scenario out of you guys? Which one do you think you'd want to see us play?
Dag nabbit. Oh well. That wasn't too bad for a first attempt. I reckon this shouldn't take too many more. That feels like such a hollow victory.
second time, isn't it?
I can't believe that. Second time. But that is all my health gone. Normally I'd be ecstatic about that, but I was expecting to spend hours on that.
Yeah.
Oh well, important thing is he's dead. Awesome.
See, this is what happens when I do.
Right, well,
So when
foolishly,
people ask me about,
and I decided to reset the game because I remembered that Ada gives you full health.
oh yeah.
Just to-
So when people ask me about, oh well, you should do easier
so I
stipulations
quit
and
the
things
game
like
so I
that.
could
This is
save
what
my
happens.
healing items.
You know,
Then
I just
I
like a
had a
challenge, and if I
very
manage to
bad
beat a
luck
boss that
trying to
easily, then I just feel a little bit like, ah,
5 attempts
that was
in,
easy.
but
I like it. I love
I
those
only
moments
lost
where
about
it's where you're grinding and you use
minutes,
everything you've got to
minutes.
try and win it.
But anyways,
Minutes.
that's my health saved, and that should help with the later bosses. Right, just had my first death on Resident Evil 2, other than the crocodile, but it was on another boss. It was on the Birkin, on the tram. Although for some reason, I'm probably wrong somewhere in some.
So
somewhere
it
I'm
sounds
saying
like,
this, but I thought
so
it was
asking
for
about
the,
which scenario we
Birkin
did,
Piper
well, we
boss.
will do.
But
So we've
I'm
got
actually
Leon
fighting the one
B,
with the
Leon A,
mutated
Claire
form.
B, Claire B.
So I don't know why.
Doesn't sound like many people that into Claire A.
Right, here we go.
I guess because it's not
13
the
hours and 5
canon
minutes
scenario.
through, and I'm on the final boss of Resident Evil 2 with my knife only challenge. Let's see how this goes.
It's the next form of this that I'm not looking forward to watching. If you guys remember from the second part of Challenge 1 Season 3, the dog version of this takes so many attempts. So I think that took me, was it 14 attempts it took me to beat in the end? It's just so scatty and difficult to hit. It's a bit of a nightmare. I think I did it a little bit easier than 14 attempts this time though.
Should be dead, yep. That's the easy part. Now this part, if you he can get one-shot kills on you if you're not on fine health, which is really fucking annoying.
Fine health.
Which is where that one little herb come in handy.
Oh man, he just rinses you.
But once I've beaten this, the game is done.
It's just so annoying that so many swipes just go straight through him.
Fucking hell. What is he doing? He's going to charge me in a second. What the fuck is he? Careful what you wish for, I guess.
Oh man, so Resident Evil 2 is pretty much the only one that I haven't gone back and properly played out of the original series.
Wasting both of our time.
Yeah, definitely need to give that a go because I've got it on Matt's PS3. I've got it downloaded. So yeah, I really want to give it a go on that version because it's 60 frames per second as well. It just seems to run a lot smoother and the PS3 smoothing looks really nice.
If I get to orange,
But yeah, I also watched a stream video the other day of some people that were doing the modded hard mode version of this. Man, it looks so difficult. That is one reason for me wanting to get a PC. That Resident Evil 3 Rebirth looks really fun. I'd love to give that a go. So yeah, if I save up enough, I might get one, and that might be some more streams to do later down the line.
Come on. Come on. Fucking hit him.
So Nathan in the chat saying he managed to complete his no heal run on Zero. I was very tense at the end. Well done, Nathan. Managed to do Resident Evil 0 easy mode with no healing, which I think you get. Do you get a trophy or like an Xbox achievement for that? I know you do on PS4, I think.
Well, that wasn't a bad.
But yeah, well done, man. That's a really good achievement. I've never managed to do that myself.
I've hit him quite a fair few times. Just keeps going up there and it's wasting so much time. Fuck. Fuck. Oh. Come on. Just stay still. Yes! Fucking hell. Oh. 3 out of 4 games down. Fan-fucking-tastic. Right, so that's Resi 2 done and dusted in 13 hours and 20
That's not bad. I mean, as we've seen before, how that could have gone in challenges. Challenge 1 Season 3 of being the obvious one there. Knife only is definitely definitely a roll of the dice, but didn't seem to be too infuriating on that.
I finally got that beaten, you know. That's one of the things that we kind of left unfinished, but that is resolved for now. But I have 1 game left on my challenge, and I have 10 hours and 36 minutes to get it done. Right, so that's
10
3 out of
hours
4
for
games done.
Resident Evil 4 should be long enough.
As I said,
Although we have some
11 hours.
challenges where it hasn't been.
No, it's not over 11 hours, sorry. Just over 10 hours. 10 hours and 30 minutes. And the last game, as you'll probably know, as always, is Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Matt said he's
Also, I hope you guys like my Mr. T t-shirt there. Mr. T, not Mr. X, Mr. T XYZ.
Originally,
Actually had nothing to do with that Resident Evil reference, just by pure coincidence. I've only just drawn the two together. I should have done a scenario B for that, really, thinking about it.
I'm going to do it without the stock. So this will be the hardest stipulation I've tried, but the stock really won't make that much difference. So anyways, here we go. Put in Resi 4, final game. And then we can have a well-deserved nap. Sleep, crash out, whatever. Right, I just realised that I kind of got a bit hazy with my stipulations for that, seeing as I died on the first encounter for villagers about 5 times and I didn't even get close to beating them. So, now that I've thought this through a bit more thoroughly, I've decided pretty much the same thing, but I'm not doing it from scratch because it's so damn hard. You can't even start off with red 9 anyway. So I'm doing it from just beating the round 1 save, so I can start off with the red 9. I've got 5 flash grenades, as you can see on the screen, 2 hand grenades, 20.
Couldn't see anything on the screen.
3 healing items. So that gives me a bit of a start off. So it'll be a fully upgraded red 9.
To be fair, I mean, as most of you guys will know, doing a fresh save of Resident Evil, well, sorry, not even fresh save, but a new game of Resident Evil 4 is really hard, especially during a challenge when you just don't have anything. And also, as we see in the challenge we watch next week actually is the Metal Gear Solid 4 challenge.
My stocking ammunition on Resi 4. As you can see, I've got a few grenades and.
So there's not much to start with at all.
To help me get through on professional mode.
And on professional mode.
And we'll just see how the rest of the game goes.
Just got a super chat from Jim Newman, $5. Best of luck to Nathan on his remake challenge next week. Thank you very much, Jim. I think Nathan's going to need all the luck he can get. But hopefully, I'm going to cross both my fingers for him that hopefully his Wheel of Fortune is fairly forgiving and he doesn't get too shafted over. Hopefully he has a bit more luck than I did last week. But yeah, next Friday, don't forget guys, starting at 9 PM, Nathan's Resident Evil Remake Wheel of Fortune live stream.
How the fuck did I manage that? Right, I am now 10 seconds away from being 15 hours through the challenge. Just started playing as Ashley on Resident Evil 4. Actually finding the game really easy. Been rushing through all of it apart from the gun part where I shot her literally about 6 times, which is quite peculiar seeing as I hardly ever do that.
Quite peculiar!
Yeah, I'm actually enjoying Resident Evil 4. That little gap.
Oh god, I do say some weird things sometimes.
A couple of months, well, a year.
Today probably being one of them.
Done it well. But we're going to have a break in a minute because we're nearly halfway through the game. So.
And as you heard during that, we just hit the 15-hour mark.
Yeah.
So of course here's the source.
Man, still oodles of time. Just cruising at this point. Man, I was so obsessed with Saw back in these days. In fact, watching these, I'll come back to that. That helmet, I know loads of people will have a lot of questions about this helmet. It just appeared. There was no context. I never explained where it came from. As I have said in a couple of these before. Oh yeah, I forgot. That tiny little Lucasade bottle, it was like extra strength. I forgot about that.
Apparently it's meant to be mental.
It was very mental. I was very awake after that. But yeah, back to that helmet. So I have 2 twin younger brothers. We've got 15-year age gap between us. And so yeah, they were only about a year and a half old when I was doing this challenge, or maybe a little bit older than that. And that was their helmet. And I had just got to that point of tired and delirious that I was just like, why not? I gotta wear this helmet. Maybe it'll help keep me awake for some reason. Oh, blimey. Well, I could tell that Lucasade was definitely strong. Just got a, wow, good old Zoom. Liam, one of our top donators, very, very generous donators. Heyo, £10. Liam, thank you very much for that. Not sure if you've been here throughout the whole stream, but yeah, today we managed to hit 3K. Now, a lot of that is due to you. Thank you very much. I know you've been a big top donator. You've been at pretty much all of these streams. So once again, thank you to each and every one of you. It's amazing stuff we're doing. Yeah, I need to try and track down those extra strength Lucasades. They're just like really concentrated little bottles, but I do remember being very awake after that.
They did, and I didn't even get touched. Use it. Right, there you go. Just beat chapter 4-1, so that means I've literally just beaten Salazar's right hand. I beat him and I only got hit once, which is awesome. Died 13 times in total so far. Let's see what my...
Wow, I was very very gassy after that Luke save for sure.
Moment. 2 hours 1, and in challenge time we're 15 hours 38 minutes through. So that means I've got just under 8 hours to get this game finished, and I'm pretty much just over halfway. So hopefully I should have this finished in about another 2 to 3 hours. Now, I've literally just been walking through the last few chapters without any problems whatsoever, but now I have no health, yellow caution, and I'm...
So yeah, just a reminder, just to let you guys know, we are up to 214 from today's live stream. It's incredible. I know I screwed up the audio at the start of this, sorry about that. Not sure why it was using this headphone audio. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. As I say, these aren't the normal go-to ones. You know, these are seen as the bonus challenges, and they are available in the DVD box sets if you have enjoyed them as well. But yeah, it's been quite nice watching some of these. I kind of forget that this actually was quite a challenging challenge.
No one's dropped any fucking health yet.
This red coat bit is just nuts. I feel like I was actually doing a pretty good job, to be fair. The red 9 definitely helps as well. Red 9, my for sure favourite weapon on 4. Oh man, this is intense watching this. I think I was definitely at top of my Resident Evil 4 game around here.
Oh shit.
Blimey, Leon's doing more suplexes than Brock Lesnar in this.
Okay. And we are 16 hours through. Jesus Christ. Wow, I can't believe I managed to do that first time round. So as I'm finding things a bit easy, I've just sold the red 9 and I've got
Bobby McKenna saying, is Nathan getting any PTSD from those red coats? Oh dear, the old red coats. Can't wait to relive that moment in later challenges when we get to it.
10 times
Challenge 2015, I believe.
and it's near impossible. So I
Can't believe I'm still wearing that helmet.
pretty much a walk in the park so far on Resident
Maybe I should make that my 4K bonus. We're each 4K. Nuge wears wears the helmet again, but the amount of stuff that I am wearing. So I'm gonna be wearing the afro. I'm gonna be wearing the chain, and also now is a good time to reveal there is a little something else coming up my sleeve.
So, try a flat tail, see if I can finally beat Salazar, because seriously, I've almost lost an hour just trying to beat this fucking...
Right, are you guys ready for this? This is a big reveal. I haven't announced this formally. I know Bobby and some of the guys know about this, but here we go. The old red and black t-shirt. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Trivium on it, but I've just bought this as a blank canvas, and we're going to get the old classic Trivium logo printed on it. So I'll be full-on retro Nougie during Challenge 2020. So looking forward to that.
I'm just going to die. That was the worst start ever. Oh, that's gotta wait.
Just got a $1.71 super chat from Creamy Elephant. Dude, thank you for making our odd numbers once again. But it's all for a good cause, so thank you for that. So yeah, I've searched high and low to try and get the original Trivium T-shirt, but because I bought it bootlegged, don't tell anyone. Yeah, it's just I just no place to sell it. So the only way of getting it again is to literally bootleg my own one. So I've got a very as close as I could red and black T-shirt, The suggestion was actually from Rocket Launcher, so thank you for that. He sent me a link to the Dennis the Menace t-shirt, and then we're going to print on the Trivium logo. So yeah, that should be quite quite a funny image. Oh yeah, and also of course Nathan in his cowboy hat for his cowboy challenge. Just got a 238 super chat from Creamy Elephant. Just making more work for Bobby McKenna. Oh, so Bobby, who is doing all of our accounting every time Jack does those annoying odd-numbered super chats, just makes it really difficult for the accounts. So cheers for that, Jack.
Knife him through this grate. Oh, maybe not. Oh well, I was doing an update when he's nearly. Well, when I try and figure out how I'm gonna do.
I can't believe I whooped those red coats so easily.
Somehow,
and then
I actually managed to
I'm
do
just getting
that.
owned to.
And I didn't use all my handgun ammo. Well, I did use all my explosives, and I actually went to the extremes of knifing him to try and conserve a bit of handgun ammo for my later parts. So I've got Krauser coming up in a bit. 17 hours 44 minutes through. We're on orange caution on the Challenger timer, but we're nearly there, near the end. I can't wait for it. Here we go. Finally, we're 2 minutes away from being 18 hours through the challenge, and I've got to the Krauser boss fight. I fucking hate that move.
Oh man, this was not going well.
We don't have much help.
And you might notice here that I was doing this entire fight with a grenade equipped because my aim was just to use the knife. And I'm sure, as a lot of you know, when you've got the grenades equipped, you run a lot faster than you do with the firearms. So if you're planning on doing Krauser knife only, you'll find it a little bit easier by just having a grenade equipped.
I don't think I can get up from that, can I? Oh, I can. Awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, what? I thought he was dead.
This fight is so much easier on Wii though. And if you can get him into that corner, I mean, he can't do anything. Oh, apart from that. Oh, that's quite annoying.
No!
Sometimes when I'm watching these challenges, because there's so many of them, I forget about all of the boss fights. So you feel like I'm playing it again when I'm watching it. Get so into it.
That's it, though. I keep thinking he's going to do his double jump. This will be such a close victory.
I swear this Wii version takes more knife shots than the Xbox and PS4 remastered version. Like, they only take like a couple of knife shots. That one taking
might
loads.
be the last one you hear, so I hope to finish this within the hour. Hopefully we'll be hearing that.
So obsessed with Saw back then. Like the Resident Evil Naughty Dog trailer that we watched earlier, where you see me and Matt walking the hoods. That was inspired from Saw. I was just so obsessed with the films back in those
18
days.
hours, 2 minutes. Right, finally.
Not so
after
interested
a
now.
And a lot of
Yeah, I
struggles
feel like
on
the later ones
mic
weren't that
section
great, but I do love
on
the
Resident
first
Evil
Saw film
4,
for sure.
I finally, after 18 hours and 40 minutes, got to the final boss on my final game. So, let's see how this goes, although I don't have a great deal of ammo left over.
How many people in the chat, out of interest here, are Saw fans?
I've never dodged that before.
Now, watching this back, like, oh, this really was my prime of Resident Evil 4 for sure. I've still not played the the PS4 remastered version yet. I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. Hopefully, one day when it does get voted for in the gaming streams, we'll give it a lucky dip challenge, which should be quite fun.
Be quite so cocky, and I should get it done this time. Right, I'm certain Ada must come after this knife shot to the face.
I just got a $2 super chat from Jim Newman. I'd love one of those beer coasters. So yeah, going back to it again. For those of you who didn't catch the start of the stream, I was talking about these discs from the DVDs. DVDs finally came. Well, the mugs finally came. They're all broken. The DVDs finally came. They've got all these terrible marks on them, as you can see there. So all the merch are getting remade from a different company. But yeah, if anyone who has bought some merch wants these discs, I've got to do something with them. If you want these discs to use as coasters or whatever, just let me know and I'll chuck them in with your orders. So otherwise they're just going to get binned. Yeah, it's a shame about the printing. Like, the videos look great, but yeah, they've just got loads of blemishes on them, annoyingly. I mean, this has been making a great beer coaster for me watching this so far.
Why is he not flipping? Oh, I've missed my chances now. And there you have it. 18 hours, 51 minutes and 31 seconds. And Resident Evil Challenge 2008 and Naughty Dog is finished. There you have it. My Resident Evil 4 grade.
That's not too bad actually for professional mode.
And 22
with
seconds.
The weapons that I had.
87% hit ratio, which I think is pretty cool. 375 enemies killed, which shows how much the game I speedrun through. And I died 50 times exactly, which isn't my best, but about 30 of those came from the bit with Mike. Overall, what would you say of the challenge?
Yeah, it was really fun and sort of, well, I think as good as we could give it, really.
Yeah.
It's nice and intense, like for, you know.
So Zoom in the chat saying, could we get some RE Challenger t-shirts and jumpers? I'm sure we could do. I mean, it's up to you guys. If there's enough people that want them, because I have to kind of get things made in batch. But if there's enough people that want some more merch, some more t-shirt and things, I'm more than happy to get some more stuff made. It can always be more money that goes towards Heroes. So yeah, just let me know if you are interested.
I'd originally planned to finish this. So if you continue to stay with us, you never know what might come in the future.
And there we go, there's the classic,
that's pretty much it.
Hill classic,
We're done.
random helmet.
It's 7:45 in the morning, but we can go to bed. But
That's not a
next time.
bad time to finish a challenge, really. Of course, 8 in the morning. So there we go. That was the Resident Evil plus Naughty Dog challenge. Man, Matt really knocks it out of the park with that one, managing to beat those two Naughty Dog games with just 1 minute before his time ran out, which is crazy. I'd say that's the second closest we've ever got to the time limit, with obviously Challenge 2 of Season 4, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, which I'm looking forward to watching back. Also, I love this music. But yeah, this has been a good stream. I'm sorry about the audio issues at the beginning. But I'm glad we managed to get it sorted. Hope you enjoyed that little walk down memory park through 2008. As I said, a very different sort of format this week. So we had the challenge with Jack at the beginning and then the one with Matt. So we're going through these bonus challenges. But then next week, we'll only be showing one challenge because I'm showing all 3 parts of the Resident Evil plus Naughty Dog challenge. No, sorry, we just watched that. Resident Evil plus Metal Gear Solid 4 challenge. So we're showing all 3 parts of that. And that comes up to nearly 2 hours long by itself. So we'll be showing just that one next week. And then the week after that, Nathan will be back and we'll be into Challenge 2010 and then the later challenges after that. So guys, once again, we hit 3K. It's amazing. Thank you very much to every single donator that is there. It means a lot. The super chats are incredible. Everyone that's bought the merch and everything. As I said, I'm so gutted about what happened, honestly. I was nearly in tears when I opened. It's not the way to start a day. I literally opened the box at 9 o'clock this morning and just woke up to seeing this. I was absolutely devastated. But already got the new mugs being made. They look even better. They've got the black insides and the black handles, so it'll be worth the wait. And I'm going to get the new discs sorted out in the next few days. So hopefully it won't be too much longer, so just hang on a little bit longer and hopefully we'll have it all there. So thank you very much for this stream today. It's been great fun. And then next week we've got 2. So we've got another watch along and we've got Nathan's Resident Evil remake stream. Hope you have a good start to your weekend. We raised 214 today, which is awesome. And yeah, hope you have a good one. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.